anything about those dead leaves, that's gonna piss me off.
No, if she says anything about the goddamn dead leaves, I'm gonna smack her. No, this shit just fucking pisses me off. I go to check the mail because you have a piece of mail, which I don't know where I set it now. You know, and then all of a sudden she starts in on me. You need to do this. You need to do this. Whoa, Virginia. I'm just fucking getting back and I'm already being snapped at. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. What's up, Supreme Kills? How you doing, man? Sorry about that. You're gonna hear us venting.
Okay. What I see is 4 garbage bags. That's it.
Not even four. And yet she has the audacity to sit there and tell us that it's stacked. What the? Like, really?
Okay, you're right. Not even 4.
Yeah.
3.5. And then we got 1 box of recycle. Because I just finished emptying our garbage bin out after 2 weeks of waiting for the garbage can because we didn't want to be rude and get our upstairs neighbor into trouble due to the simple fact that he's moving out.
Yeah.
They need the garbage can more than we do right now. Yes, we set it out on our back porch. Yes, we understand that could have caused rodents. It has not.
Yeah, and the reason why we put it out on our back porch is because it was stinking up the goddamn house too bad. She wants to talk about health? Fuck her.
I have enough health issues as it is.
Same here.
It's like we understand about health codes. We do.
I understand the Tenant Landlord Act, and then when she sits there and tries to tell me that she only has to give me 24 hours notice too, that's another bullshit fucking excuse. It's not. 24 hours is the notice that a landlord has to give you when they are showing the property to prospective tenants or new owners. Keep that because we can use that as a water jet. You know what I mean? Oh, here, babe, catch real quick, please.
Where were they?
Pharmacy.
They went to pharmacy?
Yeah, they were ready.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it happens. It happens. So right now we're just waiting for the cops to show up, even if they freaking do. I'm trying to calm my ass down.
I'm trying not to get scared out of my mind that our landlord's going to do something stupid like trying to evict us.
She can't, though. See, you want to know?
No, she can start the process, but it would be up to a judge because she started the process to figure out whether or not we are evicted or not.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, Dan? Oh, Dan, the Tenant Landlord Act.
Not to mention, my blood pressure is still going to be sky high, and my doctor's going to think I have a blood pressure problem.
Yeah, no, I know. Can you turn off the light? That's okay, out here. Yeah, I don't know why that's on. Tenant Landlord Act, basically, my landlord is violating an act in my state, which is invading our privacy.
Even though
and our personal space.
Even though it states in our lease that she said she would be here every 2 months for an inspection, she has not upheld that. So, because she has not upheld that part of the lease, we shouldn't have to be liable or legible or even follow that portion of the lease.
Basically, the Tenant Landlord Act of Washington State, where we live, basically states that a landlord has to give you written notice. As a physical copy, a physical written copy, handwritten and signed, stating that they are wanting to enter the property. A text message does not work. Cops will even tell you that text messages do not do the justice. They will not hold up in the court of law.
You see,
even though the landlord threatened me, I called 911 and I told them exactly what my landlord sent to me in a text message, which was, you are making this into a bigger situation. She's like, I don't need this situation to get any worse than it already is. But if you want to make it into a bigger situation, we can. Really? You're threatening me now? All right. Bink, call the cops again. You want to sit there? You want to play with my emotions in my house? I'll play with yours.
Calm down. No, we're getting too hyped up about this. Look, guys, it's just the fact that we were being respectful to our upstairs neighbor. We already had let him know that because of all of his garbage, we weren't able to use the trash bins, but that was okay. And
Because
he let us know that he's almost done throwing stuff away. So we figured we'd wait until the garbage bin was empty this week to throw out our garbage. It has only been 2
2
weeks.
days. It hasn't even been 2 days since I brought up the garbage bin, and I've already been trying to get garbage out to the bins already.
Yeah, those were the small stuff, like really small stuff in small, tiny bags. This is the first time we have had a chance for me to have a day off to actually get the garbage fully packed in the garbage bags and put into the garbage bin.
And I've already told the landlord that. I've already called the cops. She wants to make it a bigger issue. She just did.
And also the reason why we feel that we have to call the cops is because we feel
that our rights are being violated.
And we need some clarity from a justice of the peace, as you may call them, or whatever,
even though
to get some clarity on the situation.
Even though that some can be assholes. But then there's a lot of them who actually do understand people's situation, and as long as you bring it to them like, hey, look, this is what's going on. This is, because Dan, also you and I were talking the other way too, Dan, on how, if you were over here in the United States, the cops would scare the living shit out of you because they carry guns.
Dan asks, why not just let her in? Why not just let her in?
Because it's invading our privacy.
In not only our lease, but the Tenant Landlord Act, it specifically says it must be a physical notice of entry to the property, or else that is invasion of privacy, 1, and that is also unlawful entry into a property she is not living in, 2. So, under we're
also still receiving her mail here, which is illegal by state law.
Exactly, and she came by just to grab the mail that our upstairs neighbor Tyrone had grabbed for her and put into a bag with his, rent check.
With his rent check. And she happened to see, out of the kindness of his heart and out of the kindness of ours, because our upstairs neighbor has helped us and we have helped him.
Okay, so I'm going to move these garbage bags that we just brought out here, that I just got done filling from our trash can, to really quickly give you a view of what she just saw when she came here. Okay?
And because we weren't able to...
So, I'm not going to turn...
No. You're fine to turn the camera around. Hold on, guys.
Okay. So, she saw this box, that bag, and his board. And then, you look over here. That garbage can was full. I just got done emptying it. She saw that, and that bucket right there with some paper in it.
Ooh.
That I was letting compost, but now I have to throw it away because apparently it's garbage. I was trying to start a little composting pot. Hold on, camera back around. I was starting a little composting pot on the property. Apparently, I can't do that. I didn't know. It's not in our lease that we can't start a composting pot. So, forgive me. So, yeah, one of these extra bags that I have right here, 4 bags, 1, 2, 3, 4, came from that garbage bag and our composting pot. Nothing from inside. All of that stuff inside, is food from, let me see. No, I've already cleaned up the food from last night, which was a pizza box. We have a few dishes that we have to do. And we have all of the laundry that needs to be sorted and put away. But we don't have really any place to put them away because our suitcases that are under our bed are full.
And honestly, I'm gonna tell our landlord if the cops tell us just to allow her in, I'm gonna be texting her, or I'm gonna have you text her, and you're gonna tell her that if she's wanting in the property, we're wanting a plumber on site to take a look at that fucking sink, and she can pay for the repairs out of her own pocket.
Oh yeah.
Because obviously, if we make any repairs to the house after our first 10 days of living here. After our first 10 days of living here, we are responsible for all and any repairs done to the property, which is bullshit. During the entirety of a lease, especially on a lease agreement, if any repairs are made to the house, We have to inform the landlord, and the landlord has to deduct it from our rent. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, as per stated in the Tenant Landlord Act of Washington State.
Yeah, but get this.
I need to go use the restroom real quick. Sorry.
What we told her, that goes down to city ordinance. If it's legal in city, then you will have to go to court because then it's a civil matter and cops can't do shit about civil matters. Yeah, I understand that they can't do anything about civil matters. Why we're calling them, I don't know if you heard me earlier, is because we need some perspective on this from a legal law enforcer to figure out what we can do and what they think is going to happen. Getting an outside perspective from a law enforcement instead of somebody like one of our neighbors is going to be a better judgment point than getting one of our neighbors, because our neighbors are going to be biased because, you know, they know us. They have interacted with our landlord before. They've seen how we keep the property. Yeah, they can't just come in. It's Virginia. Okay.
Water underneath the bridge. Let's just let it go. Everybody move on. Have a good day. I don't need to inspect the inside, but I do need you to keep in mind. I need clean the food and debris at all times. Okay.
Yeah, we're actually cleaning it up now, Virginia, because the garbage cans are empty.
Yeah, I didn't know. So that type of stuff. Ethan can't speak proper English, you guys. So my only other source of communication is you and Christian. And once Tyrone's gone, I'll just have you and Christian, to be honest with you, because he cannot speak past a few words.
Okay.
So yeah, just keep me in the loop, and then I'll know when stuff like that. I didn't know that garbage had not been being able to be used, or I would have understood why you guys have garbage back there. So let's just, I'm not worried about it. I've got other things, bigger fires that I need to put out, okay? So
Okay.
I apologize, and we'll just keep moving forward.
Okay.
I'm not your guys' enemy. I'm actually, trying to be a good landlord to you, because I know that you guys have already had a rough stint before being...
It means don't pick up, please.
Well, as you heard.
You
didn't hear. I don't know.
No, I did hear, but I don't fucking care what she says.
Well, she's not doing the inspection now.
Yeah, she's not doing the inspection now. You want to know why? Because she didn't know the Landlord-Tenant Act laws until I sat there and just spat them to her, and she's like, oh, you don't know about the laws, and then she had to go and look them up herself.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and try to throw laws at somebody when your wife's grandparents were with the police force and a detective, as well as somebody who's done time in jail and actually studied the law.
Yep.
Because when you're in jail, what else do you have to do except read books? Study the law.
Yep. Find out if you were in the wrong or not.
Yeah, so then you know what you did wrong, so then you can fix your mistakes, so then you don't do it again. You know, it's not that hard. Basically, yeah, we basically just did. Yeah, we won, technically speaking. I'm just still waiting on the cops. I requested them to be here. I'm not going to sit there and just call them back and... Yeah, no. I saw your message over Discord, and I sent that cannabis show an email. How's the latency, by the way, guys?
But yeah, we're still gonna wait for the cops to show up.
What's hey, bong loaded? Oh, tenant landlord act bullshit. Going through that BS and just a lot of bullshit, BL.
You know, our landlord didn't understand why we were waiting to throw out our garbage due to the simple fact that she didn't stop to think or let me speak when she was here. All she did, because I said, yeah, I know, we're going to clean it up, and she kept going, no, that's what you guys always say. And yet, all I see is garbage.
Garbage here, garbage
Is
there, garbage
you know,
here. Well then, when have you come over to our property without notifying us?
And it's just like, no, you don't understand because you're not letting me talk. Finally, Christian got it through, and it took her a little while to realize that we were in the right here because we had, we didn't want to call her because we didn't need to get Tyrone in trouble for moving.
Because the simple fact is that we're trying to have the respect and give him the respect of, hey, we have the garbage cans out here. I understand that it's not big enough, but go right ahead, use it. You're moving out, dude. You know, take priority over the garbage bins. You have priorities. You're moving. We're not.
Let me put something into perspective here.
You know.
We have one garbage can for 4 people.
3, actually. It's only 3. It's well, technically
there's 4 of us. You and me.
Tyrone,
and then the roommate that lives with him upstairs.
I'm actually gonna go down to the road to see if the cops.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, that's 4 people with 1 bin. When our neighbors have the same size bin, and they can fill theirs up with just 2 of them and a baby. So 4 people using 1 garbage can, 1 recycling bin, and 1 composting bin. Yeah, it is BS. For the simple fact that we sacrificed putting off our garbage to let our room, our upstairs tenant, Tyrone, use the garbages so that he could get his stuff out of the unit for him to be able to move out properly. We were giving him that respect, and our landlord didn't understand that. And now that she understands it because she actually stopped and thought about it, you know, she admitted that she was wrong. She did not understand. I didn't know I was shouting, guys. Sorry. That's my bad.
Meeting as a joke.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah.
Because it was in the crack.
Sometimes you gotta wait for the comments to come through because of the latency.
Oh,
BS.
now I see it. Because it was down here where this big crack is.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I hate about this phone is that it's so.
Oh, well, the whole LOL portion was blocked out by a crack. I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Grab your phone. Come here real quick.
You want me to postpone my doctor's appointment? It's not going to be that hard. I can push it till next week.
Yeah, go ahead and push it up until next week, but I don't also want you to go into the dispensary.
Okay. I can clean that up at lights.
You can.
So. Can I do that after the cops show up?
I don't know how long it's going to be.
Well, we'll wait a little while so that I can call my doctor's office and tell them that something came up and I can't come.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Talk to your mirror.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to breathe and calm down because right now all I have is cigarettes and no weed. It's my only issue.
You're frustrated. I just got the ever-living shit scared out of me.
No, you're all right, Dan. You're all right. You're all right. Why'd you get the living shit scared out of you? Because of Virginia?
Yeah, because I'm scared of getting evicted.
Yeah, you don't think I'm scared too? Let her go through the eviction process. You want to know why? Then we can call up Omari and his supervisor and tell him, look, we're being evicted. You don't pay a rent, because that's 3 months of free rent. 3. You want to know how? The month to go through the lease, the eviction process, another month to have to wait to be able to see the judge, and then another month, the 30 days that the sheriffs have to give us to be completely cleared out of here. That's 3 months. So go ahead, let her evict us. You want to know why? That's 3 months that we don't have to pay for shit except for internet. You know, and that's a $600 bill in itself right there. Definitely, Dan. Hey, Dan, share this video as well up into DGC chat. Share it for me if you wouldn't mind. Fucking bullshit. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And Bong Loaded, you still up in the chat? Babe, can you see if the TV turns on still?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good? Okay. Go ahead and turn on the Xbox too. Cool. Just hit this the power button. I can't remember where I put the controller right now. Thought my alarm was going off. Okay, yeah, we're good. Hi. Yeah, so right now, just waiting on the cops to show up, get some insight from them. Wish my buddy Chris would hit me up and say, hey, what are you doing right now? And I'd be like, waiting on the cops. I'm needing weed. Oh yeah, I'm staying alive until after the cops leave. You know, so I mean, I don't know how long that's gonna be. We're just waiting.
Yeah, we're doing the Invisicam.
Invisicam?
Yeah, they're sitting right there. The cops won't know. In
Huh?
the daytime. From over here, it looks like a blank screen.
Yeah, but still, I have to let them know.
Well, yeah, I know.
I have to let them know just out of the respect. And I'm going to be like, no, you guys are getting in this video this time. I don't care if I have to take it off the fucking charge. I will. Definitely, brother. You as well, brother. Stay safe. Tell the little one that me and Mrs. Token say hello, by the way. Can't wait to see pictures of her. And for some reason, the cops always park down on the road whenever they do show up, but that's just them. So then they can keep their cameras going when they're at the squad, or when the squad cars are out there. Can I see your phone? Oh, it's inside.
Yeah, I don't want to share it. It's inside somewhere.
Hey, bong loaded. I shot you a message off the wifey's profile, just so you know. If you're still in here. But yeah, no, that's one thing that I have to do is let them know. Dude, when the cops come, please ask them to tase you live, LMAO. Get a viral, get a vid and get paid. Oh, dude, guess what? So last night at work, the wifey got given a gift. I gotta show you from one of her managers. Check this out, guys. For the people who always have to walk home. This is actual police grade mace right here. Oh, yeah. For all the people who ended up having to walk, who have to walk home, especially the females, they get this. Are you sure you want to stop? Cancel. Yep, pepper spray. Pepper spray, police grade. See if I can't get BL up on the phone real quick. Hey, what's up, brother? Oh, just dealing with stupid tenant landlord act bullshit. No, my landlord is trying to enter the property without giving us actual notice. Provide written handwritten. It actually specifies it. Handwritten notice 2 days prior of leave and the property. 24 hours prior to be able to show the property to a proposed tenant or a proposed new owner of the property. And because supposedly in the lease it states that she's supposed to be coming in and inspect the property. The landlord is supposed to be allowed to be able to inspect, check to make sure that their unit is safe. Because she's violating the Landlord Act. Yeah. No. No, I care less if she saw that or if she even saw my lawn. She knows I smoke, and I don't fucking care if she knows if I smoke on property or not because she told me to go with fucking smoke. That's a federal offense that I don't think we would have done. Because you're smoking a mind-altering substance on school grounds. Schools are drugs and safe and free zone. As well as you're smoking around children and you're at a park, which is in the city of Seattle, McDade, where you're not allowed to smoke any form of tobacco products in the public market, even though it's outside. So that's three strikes. Well, I'm done. Basically trying to get some insight from them. Yeah. actually true. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Hey, when you going live again, by the way, what exact date? Okay. Yeah, let me know because. Yeah, let me know so that as soon as you do go live, I'm able to pop over and I can share it to the damn Discord group that he got. You know, we have a show called That Cannabis Show that's on YouTube as well. They got like 600 subscribers or something like that, and I just got done doing five seeds from them. So, but this is my last grow that I got going right now because we're in the time crunch because of our lease ending in June, and I don't need to have another grow. Planning on it, yeah, trying to figure out where we're going because it's too fucking expensive up here. Down in California, yeah, it's a lot of work. Oh, she works. She's here. Also, before I left, since she's working until midnight, her boss actually came because he's sprayed pepper spray for the people who have to walk home at night. So, we'll keep you updated though. Yep, definitely, brother. Yep, you as well, back. Sorry about that, you guys. Had to make a quick phone call. Was wondering how you were doing. I said that you're doing okay. He asked if you still have the job. I said yes. Yes, if I hours working. I said, no, 150 jobs later. Yeah. True. Yeah, we actually need to get you a belt holster for that, babe. I mean, unless you can get a hold of Chris over Facebook Messenger. If you can. You know, if you can do that, then yeah, he's added on your friends list now. So if you ever need to call him or something, you know, you're more than welcome to. I smell weed. Who's smoking? My fucking weed senses were tingling. I haven't had fucking cannabis in all fucking day. I got trim from my plants, but I don't want to use that. I don't want to smoke that.
What did you want me to say?
Thank you, Dan. Much appreciated. Yes. See if he can come over, see if he can bring some weed as well. And let him know what's going on this morning. You know, Jesse asked if he was able to stay Saturday night and Sunday night. He said Sunday night most definitely. He's like, he's not sure. He's like, but if I was able to talk with you to see what you said. He even said that he would smoke us out too. We don't have today. He said that he would tomorrow though. You know, all I gotta do is just let him know. Because if we're able to save that 20 to be able to get food and drinks, I'd rather do that than have it to go to this dispensary. You know, to be 100% honest. And oh yeah, and Virginia sat there and tried to tell me, she's like, I don't know where that wood came from, but that cannot be thrown away. That cannot be thrown away, and that can't be stacked there. Why can't the wood be stacked there, Virginia? That's what.
Already on the property.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I said that was actually laying down on the side of the fence on our property. Why do we have to set it back where it was? Well, yeah, I told her that. I said, we're just going to be laying it down. And honestly, I like the wood standing up because it's not rotting. It's actually drying. And you know what I can do with that dry wood? I can burn it this spring. And she's, you know, and it's just, ugh. Yeah, even Dan's just like, I'd go get that 7 grams for 15. He's like, that's a solid fucking deal. It is. It really is. But I'm trying to get in touch with friends via the wife's phone to see if they have anything to be able to help out. So then that $20 can be used for food, drinks, you know, stuff like that. Instead of going towards cannabis, you know, which technically is my medicine, but at the same time, it's for 20 pounds. Yeah, that used to be the going rate when it was still illegal, about 2 to 2.5 grams for 2025 over here, usually when you went through the dealer. Yeah, those used to be deals. Like whenever you heard prices higher than that for like 2.5 grams, you're just like, man, that's too expensive. No, and babe, I also have to let Tyrone know that too, of what Virginia tried to say about him. Well, you should have just let me know so that I could have chewed him out. He's moving. Let the man have some peace. You know, I already bothered his ass too much. That's okay. You message Chris over Facebook and yeah. You have Jesse's number in here at all? No.
Maybe. It might be my because they have Jess and then
No.
do you think I should just go to my doctor's appointment?
Honestly, yeah. Yeah.
Every time that happens,
Something goes wrong. Yeah, exactly.
You're like my automatic warning system.
Yeah, no. BL ended up saying he's just like when the cops do show up, he's like if they do, he's like ask them. He's like show them that you already know, but you're wanting like insights. Yeah, exactly. Spazzo. Hold on, you guys. I gotta make a phone. Yeah, hold on. Be right back myself, guys, because I gotta try to make a phone call and I gotta get a number for my contacts. So give me just a moment. Reconnecting. I guess sorry about that, guys. I am back. Hey, what's up, Jesse? Oh, waiting for the cops to show up. Yeah, trying to basically really stressed out. No, like none. Actually, hold on just a second. And are you needing to stay Saturday and Sunday, or just one of the days? Okay, hold on. Jesse's wondering if he's able to stay. It's a definite for Sunday that he would need to because of his appointment over at DOC. But if he can stay both Saturday and Sunday, that would be great.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, she says that that's fine. Yeah, we can watch movies on Netflix or something.
It's the first time I've actually had a friend over and spent the night. We can pull out the futon.
We need to hook it up to the internet, hardwire it, which is fine. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that while you're here too. Yeah. Never. All right, bro. Alrighty. Hey, Scout. I was talking to the neighbor's dog. Yeah. 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 Alrighty. Well, yeah. Let me hop off the phone and everything, and so I got to deal with this right now, and then I'll give you a call back later or something. I'll try to. Okay, talk to you later, bro. Bye. Ay, vey. Oh yeah. Who in the hell keeps messaging me? Discord.
I'm opening the Kit Kat.
That's fine. Oy vey. Fucking Dan. Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on. You ready for this? Look at the paint job on it, right? Wish you were able to just call an Uber up there. If you'd like me to, I can run down to the store real quick to go and get something to drink out of that 20. You want me to do the 2 liters again? Yeah. Just wait until they call. Just wait until they call and honestly just reschedule it. Yeah. That's what I would do. Hey, this is enough. This is good.
No, if you can get $1 out of this to get an actual dollar bill, do it.
No. No, that's too much. That's too much change to carry around in my pocket.
Was that the cops?
More than likely, hold on.
Hey everybody, hey Johnny boy, Amsterdam. So you guys are asking what's going on. What's going on is we basically just got harassed by our landlord. She said we had stacks and stacks of garbage on our front porch, and we had one box and a garbage can of garbage that was waiting to be put out because of the fact that our upstairs neighbor is moving, and we were being respectful and letting him use the garbage can, recycling bin, and composting bin to get rid of what he needed to get rid of, and our landlord didn't want to listen, and so she decided to think she was in the right, and now we're just waiting on the cops to come so that we can, talk to them and find out what course of action to do, just in case our landlord decides to, retract her previous statement of retracting her previous statement. And if you're wondering, I am Black Cat. I'm Token's wife. He's actually at the store right now. He'll be back in a little bit. So I will try and answer your questions the best I can. I'm going to be in and out of the house cleaning, just because that's what helps me stay calm and, for the most part, sane. Yeah, we do end up making a little bit of a mess, like normal, average, everyday people. It's not like hoarder status. It's not, bad enough to where anybody would say anything. Our neighbors haven't said anything. And, it's just ridiculous. So I'm trying to keep calm and not freak out, because I've seen situations like what we're in where we've come from being homeless to being housed, and I've seen it to where these people get landlords that seem like they're decent people, they're really nice, they try and help them out, and then they automatically flip it on them last minute. So it's just one of those catch-22 situations, if you know what I mean. Yes, we are in a green state. We're actually in the process of gonna try and get some so that we can both calm down. I had a doctor's appointment today, but I'm not going because I got too stressed out. And I need to take a day. I've been working nonstop trying to make up for days that I was sick, because my job is literally run by idiots. And so it's just, when you go from, oh hell no, our landlord don't know. She wanted Token to take his greens and his bong and pipe and go smoke at a school. Not just any school, an elementary school, and not a property. And oh hell yeah, she what she doesn't know won't hurt her. You know, it's just you gotta. Yeah, the bongs and pipes and shit. She knows that he smokes. I mean, she knows that. It's just there are some things better left unsaid. Quote the old rule: "Don't ask, don't tell." But right now, we're still adjusting to becoming, indoor inhabitants. Kind of an awkward saying, yes, I know, but from where we came from, which was outdoors and having to live, out of a tent and under tarps, having to use a barbecue as a stove and to heat up water so we can try and bathe. It's not the best way to live, but when you're in a state that doesn't want to fully try and help the homeless get back onto their feet when they've just been down and out, because the society in the city that we live in is basically of one thought, one mind. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but it basically means that the majority of the population or populace, they think everybody who's homeless are drug addicts, bums, thieves, liars. They don't care if you have a story. They just classify you in with everybody else. They don't realize there's a hierarchy to being homeless as well as there is in regular, normal a social community. There's a big adjustment from being outside for as many years as Token and I have been to being indoors. And we've only been indoors since June 29th of last year. So we're still adjusting, trying to get back into the rhythm of being indoors. Granted, the cleaning portion, we always kept our campsites clean. We always threw out the garbage when the garbage people came by, picking up, the random pieces of garbage on the side of the trails and whatnot. But, that's something that everyone should know is how to pick up after themselves, whether you're indoor or outdoors. That really doesn't matter. The biggest thing is when you are outside, you have all this free room to roam and you are open and spacious and can breathe. And then you get put into, a situation to where you're put into smaller than a studio apartment. Granted, we have a little hallway that has a washer and dryer room and a bathroom with a shower, but it's still, it's I guess you could say claustrophobic. It has that certain, feeling of you're trapped, like you're in a cage. You're no longer on the outside looking in, you're on the inside looking out. And it can be a very scary transition. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. So, of course, there's going to be a lot of hot-headedness, anger issues, stress, sleep deprivation, all of this. And with all of those things, coming together, and then having your landlord come up on you to come and just collect her mail. That's all we thought she was going to do. But for her to confront you and look and say, you've got piles and piles of trash back here, and this is not how I like my property kept. Well, right at this moment, because we are renting/leasing this apartment, it is our property, not hers. She's leasing it to us. Yes, we understand. We signed a lease and a contract stating we need to keep up the property. She has been here and done inspections before and has seen how we keep the property. The only reason for the garbage that was out here, which is now in the garbage bin, is because our upstairs neighbor is moving. And we wanted him, like I said earlier, to be able to utilize the things that he needed to utilize so he can move out properly. So if that meant we had to sacrifice, holding on to 2 weeks of trash, which isn't that much, one box and a bin of garbage, that's nothing. I mean, try living outside to where you're picking up 24/7 because you got people throwing beer cans and bottles and and other items that are disgusting at you and around you, so it makes it look like you're the dirty ones and you have to clean it up. Taking care of a property is no big thing because nobody dumps on your property. So, it's a lot easier to maintain. But because of assumptions and coming to conclusions without getting the thorough facts is what she did. And our landlord decided to go on her assumptions and her deductions and think that she was in the right. So we got upset and defensive because that's an invasion of privacy, demanding that we let her come into our unit for an inspection and giving us only a verbal, at first a verbal saying, I'm giving you this amount of time and then I'm coming in for an inspection, which in our state and in our city is not okay. For here, and wait a minute, I'm getting ahead of myself. So after the verbal, she sent a text message saying the date and the time she would be coming to do an inspection, which is also not legal or okay in our state, let alone our city. So we got even more defensive about that and telling her, no, you cannot do this. This is not okay. It is against the law, not only in the city, but in the state itself. That is called invasion of privacy and breaking and entering. And she was telling us, no, she has the right to let us know 24 hours ahead of time that she can come and do an inspection, which is not the law. The law here states she has to give us up to 2 weeks notice, written on paper, a hard copy of the notice that she's going to come and do an inspection. Because for the 24-hour law, that is only for when she is going to be coming to show prospective future tenants the property. So she was trying to break the law because she was, I don't mean to say this, but it's the only word that really fits here. She was being ignorant of the Landlord Tenant Act. And it's a real shame because she's a really nice lady. She's really helping us out here. And she's been advocating for us, the tenants, with the people who have been paying our rent. So now, oh yeah, no, we've already got, a setup to be able to cover those up. That's not a problem. It's easily disguised. No, we've already gotten the clearance from the police department in our city that states she cannot evict us or harass us for any paraphernalia, aka that's the one thing. She can't. Token is always home. And when Token's not home, I'm home. Yeah, that we are trying to do, but with expenses as they are and me having to take a few days off because I was severely sick, I was almost hospitalized, you guys, and I ended up, thank God, not having to be hospitalized, but on a heavy dose of antibiotics and steroids to get rid of what was wrong. Now I'm having to work consistently trying to make up those days on my days off. However, I am taking today off thoroughly just to relax, because I've already worked a week straight. I'm also going to be working more. Yes, that is true. Some landlords do that. Those landlords are called slumlords. Um, Only due to the fact that they're sneaky, underhanded. They undermine their tenants. They undermine the law. They don't give a crap. They want it their way, and that's it. See, our landlord has a little bit more class than those type of landlords, because after all of this, she actually, as she was driving, decided to stop and think about what we were saying and actually how we were feeling. And then she remembered, yeah. And she remembered, what situation we came from and that we're going to be defensive because this is new to us again. This literally, yeah, we may have been in an apartment before and a house before. That's before. Once you go to the streets, your mind is in a different place. You don't have to be on drugs. You don't have to, be a boozer. You have to try and keep the right mindset. And if you don't, you can be lost to an urban or city jungle within just a matter of days. And that's what people don't realize. If you're not in the right state of mind, you're gone. You can be lost to society. But, the whole thing is she actually stopped and thought about where we came from and how we got here. It was by a lot of hard work, sweat, tears, and blood to be able to get to where we are right now. There was no one offering us a hand up, no one giving us that foothold or the stepping stone to get back onto our feet. We had to struggle, and we cried and got pissed and angry at society. Because it was because of society that we ended up where we were. But you can blame society all you want. Yeah, it's their fault. But the biggest question that you can ask yourself if you end up homeless is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to just sit there and become dirty, not take a bath, not take a shower, and just give up? Some people do. Us, we kept the right frame of mind and said, no, we're going to go and find those places to where we can shower. We're going to go find those places to where we can do our laundry for free. We are going to get jobs and hold them down. And that's exactly what we did. The entire time we were both homeless, we had jobs. We held those jobs, even though those jobs were killing us. The job that I had was working for the same company as Token, which is going to remain, the company's name will not be said. But when I got started at the company, I was a cashier, and I worked for 3 months straight from open to close, every day, all day, every week for those 3 months. And I didn't complain. I didn't bitch. And we survived the best we could with what we had. And while we were on the streets, yeah, we had bills because we needed our cell phones to be able to communicate with our jobs and with each other, and 911 if we needed help. We also had and have a storage unit that we have to pay for so that we don't lose what little belongings that we have left that are important to us. Yeah, a lot of people say, oh, that's just sentimental value. It's just property. It can be replaced. The property that I specifically have is not only antique, but it's my family's legacy. I have no one left. All my family are dead and gone. The only person I have that is biologically related to me left is my daughter. But with that, my daughter is with her dad down in, Florida, and I don't even get to talk to her anymore. I don't get to see her over video chats. He won't even send her up here for summer. And we have joint custody. Because I went homeless and I sent my daughter and him, who happened to go homeless because of his family, I sent them down to Florida to live with his dad and his stepmom. And, he's not grateful to me about that because I did that for them.
Oh, so
but hold on. But anyways, like I was saying about our landlord, she, she stopped, she thought, and then she called us back. And if you run this back, I think you can hear it on the earlier portion of this video. Her on the phone call with me. Amsterdam says, "Hey, Tucker."
Hey. Who's that?
It's for you. Saying that she realizes what she said. She apologizes for how she acted and reacted to us.
My landlord ended up coming over this morning and
she's having to come into the apartment. She overreacted. She didn't understand about the garbage, and she didn't take the time to understand. She did admit those things to me over the phone call, and you can hear it, I'm hoping, in the video. Yes, she did apologize. That's why I respect this landlord. She may piss us off from time to time and think she knows the laws, and she may think she knows, better than us because she's older than us. But she's also got to realize for every action, there is a reaction. And sometimes those reactions aren't the reactions that you expect from people because she's thinking of people from a normal society. People who can keep their heads. People who aren't defensive when you come up to them and say, hey, you need to do this and I need to do this. No, we came from a different society. We came from being homeless into being housed. Those are two different worlds. And she had to take the time while she was driving to realize this and admit that she was wrong because we were being defensive for a good reason. We got scared because she threatened us with evicting us because we were being defensive, along with not keeping up, the porch, which was only two things, a box with some recycling in it and a garbage can. So it's just some people that are in everyday society who haven't had to have the hardships that we've had don't understand why we're being defensive or how come we scream or shout or try and get our point across in an abrasive way. It's because we've never been listened to, or we've never been heard, or our voice never counted for anything. And now we're trying to stand up for ourselves, and because people still won't listen because they see us one way, we're going to get defensive and we're going to get angry and we're going to get upset and scared and afraid. And of course, the reaction for being those emotions is going to be defensive and abrasive and angry, and you're getting verbally aggressive with people because you're getting frustrated because they don't understand. And you have to try and make them understand the best way you can. So it takes time for people to slightly or sort of understand where you're coming from. Because unless you've been there, you don't know. And no one should say, I know where you've been, or I know where you're coming from, unless you have been in the situation we've been in. Don't say it. Because how do you know? Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. It's just, it's like I said earlier, it's a catch-22 here. Because it can go one of three different ways. It can stay the way she says, and everything's good. She can retract her statement and everything's not good, and she can start an eviction process. Or 3, because she can get hot-headed. Yeah. There's a possibility of cops being involved at some point. So you don't really know, and you have to think about all the possibilities with all the outcomes that could come about. And those are a lot of things to think about. See, I'm working right now in token streaming.
Is it White Center from downtown to 21?
Yes. It should say 21 to West Seattle.
But yeah, he's over. Chris is over at 3rd and James trying to figure out on trying to figure out on where exactly to catch the 21, right?
I think it's Union.
Yeah, I think Union's a stop. Third.
Yeah,
Union.
he can also catch the sea line out here to, down there by where the connection.
No, dude, you realize how long it's been since I've been in downtown Seattle? 3 days ago. So yeah.
Ooh, that was such a long time.
Yeah, I know, right?
But I hope that you guys get some meaning out of this, this video on where we're coming from, the standpoint of our landlord, and how everything got to its conclusion. But I also hope you see the struggles that people who have come from the street and are getting housed and trying to get back on their feet are having to have because of situations and perceptions that people have about them. I mean, yeah, this was mostly a rant and rave sort of video, but at the same time, it's not only that, it's a good learning education for those people who have never been on the streets. It's just like some of our other videos and social experiments we did. It's a good opportunity to look and see what we were put through step by step through our videos. All the way up to this point. I completely
forgot about that.
And the transition that we've made from outdoor to indoor.
I mean, if you want me to, I can meet you in downtown.
If you guys have any questions or any comments, remarks, whatever, feel free to say them. Feel free to ask. As soon as Token's off the phone, I'll give you guys back over to him, and you can listen to him babble on. So, but
Yeah, and go ahead and shoot a message over my phone, right? All right, later, bro. See you soon.
We try and keep, life as real as possible because because of the fact that we found out real quick that life is too damn short and it can be taken away in the blink of an eye without even realizing it. And I'm a person who knows that firsthand experience. Because of losing my family as I grew up, they were gone within an instant and I didn't realize it. And people don't realize that their loved ones or the people around them that they're close to could be taken away or tossed out onto the streets with no...
Chris said he'll compensate like $10.
With no,
He said he'd compensate. Just take all of that. So, also to inform you, I was able to speak with a couple of the officers down over at the Walgreens. They told one of them's going to be calling me tomorrow, and I'm going to be giving him our landlord's phone contact information so that he can call her and talk with her. I got insight from him. He said that it could be a civil matter. He's like, it could be multiple things. He's like, just expect my phone call tomorrow. We'll go over it a little bit more. In more depth and everything.
And you better let him know that she dropped it and she wants everything to just...
No, I know. I'm going to be letting him know that too.
Go back to the baseline. So, anyways, I got to get the headphones.
Yeah, let me grab those for you real quick. Yeah, Chris is on his way over. He said that he'd compensate like 10 of it or the majority of it if he's able to.
Okay.
So, yeah, because I let him know that we only had like $18 left after going to the store and getting the sodas.
And you got 3?
Yeah.
And it was $2.50 something?
$2.81.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so I got that change in my pocket and you got the bills.
All right. I'll head out. I'll be back.
Yeah, I also got to call Bong Loaded to let him know as well. So he asked for updates as well. So
it was at no viewers, and then some viewers popped in. So I was explaining what was going on, and bringing in some other aspects to it as well.
Yeah, Amsterdam Medical United said, I think it's going to be okay. This might even make the relationship with the landlord stronger now that she has more of an understanding.
Well, she already understood. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm hoping that it does make the relationship stronger with the landlord, not weaker.
She took time to stop and think.
Yeah.
And then she responded with an apology.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, everybody. Basically, what the wife was able to update y'all with. I do apologize that I was gone for so long. I ended up getting in contact with a with basically help with that. So now they don't have to send the officers out due to the simple factor of that I've already spoken with some officers. So since I've already spoken with the officers, I now have a better understanding of the law, what's supposed to happen, and what to expect. So that, thank God that we were able to get that. But no, like you said, Amsterdam, it's hopefully the relationship with our landlord gets stronger, So let me get caught up. Sorry, getting caught up with all the comments. What's up, Johnny boy? Sorry about that. But yes, Amsterdam too. I let you know. We do live in a green state, being Washington State. So yes, it is a green state. The law on growing, I think we can have up to 6 plants recreationally growing at a time, which I can actually show those to you if you'd like. They're actually in day 5 of flower right now. I actually got to fix my fucking calendar in here. So yeah, but these girls are just day 5 into flower. I've actually changed the lights around a little bit. I need to still change them up more. I got one light right there up above. And then the 3 plants down there with 2 other LED lights. And that's all I've been using is just LEDs. That's it. So surprisingly, the plant's been doing really freaking good. Really surprised. I am actually quite impressed. And there's the 3rd one right there. She's getting fucking tall. I mean, she was just down to like right here last week. So she's getting bigger. The purple Urkel plant is definitely getting bigger. Oh my gosh. Oh no, the landlord won't be able to make me kill him. That's the thing. Because this is my last grow, and if she does see him, which she didn't last time, she didn't because she didn't check the closet. Can I get that view of that stem? Oh yeah. Yeah, so then and it also has a lid too right here. This is the lid. So if need to, just put the plant down real quick, put all of the lights on the inside of it, cover it up, and then I'm good. Turn off the fan, Oh yeah. We're all Gucci. A little bit of tin foil on the side, but yeah, that's all I would have to do. Very clean and very affordable. I mean, because right now, because I got this Ecolab temperature thermometer thing right here, and right now it's in just under 80. All the trim that I got off of the plant last night, and that's just sitting and drying. So, but yeah, no, it's a nice little setup. 1212, where the plug-in is right down over here. As you guys can see, the white extension cord is for the fan, and then the timer, of course, for the other lights. I decided to get that as soon as I was able to. Oh. But yeah, the reason why I was able to start off, how I was able to talk with the cops was because a buddy of mine had a joint in his car. And he's like, man, I'm waiting for the cops to leave. I'm like, no, give that here. Let me light it up. He's like, isn't it against the law? I said, I don't fucking care. I said, I need to talk with them anyways. Because smoking in public is against the law. And it wasn't actually fully explained when the legalization process went through. So when the legalization process went through, it wasn't fully explained to the general public. So the general public just thought, oh yeah, we can smoke in public now. Woohoo! But that's not the case. It's literally what the cops told me. But what's really even more hysterical about it is that I was able to talk with the cops still. Still able to talk with them, figure out the information that I needed for the Landlord-Tenant Act law. And he's going to be getting in contact with me tomorrow. And all it started over was me smoking a joint. And my buddy was being blamed for it. My buddy got blamed for it. And it was because, and he got called out by a white cop, and he's black. Like, how, you know, and he's like, so is that where the smell's coming from? And it's just like, yeah. I'm even telling the cops, like, yeah, it's where it's coming from. Like, blatantly, you know, joint lit, held in my hand, me pulling out a cigarette, getting ready to light it up. And officer looked at me and was like, is that you? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's like, you know that you can't be doing that, right? And I brought out the joint and I went like this and put it out and put it in my pocket. You know, because the cop, when he sat there, is like, is that you that is coming from? I'm like, no, it's not coming from him. And I'm like, hello? Like, I got the joint in my hand right here, you know? And it was just like, whoa, racial profiling just happened right in front of me. Like, that's nuts. You know? So I'm waiting on getting a call or a message over Facebook from a buddy of mine. It's going to be telling me, hey, I'm close by, so then I can go back over to the store and be like, and let him know, saying, dude, that was fucked up, dude. Because he even noticed it right off the bat, too. And he was just like, wait, what? You know, so it was nuts. It was nuts. You know, but it was also hysterical, too. I thought it was just fucking hilarious. You know, but I just want to go back over and talk with him and be like, hey, what's up? So, and actually, because my buddy's going to get over there, too. So, I mean, but yeah, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to end this live video. You guys may see me go live later on this evening for a smoke sesh. I'm not entirely sure yet. Thank you all for being here. It was another hour and a half video, roughly. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any insight on the laws. We'll be seeing everybody later. Amsterdam, nice to see you. Glad to have you here. Bong Loaded, Spazzo, Dan the Indoor Man, BGC. See you guys.